This thing on? Seems to be. Guess who's back? Back again. It's me. I did some more. I hop on with the latest patch, the Seth patch, I think. Or maybe this was just before the Seth patch. I think it was after. This is broken into 2 recording sessions. One was just now with the new net play patch, which is working pretty well, I gotta say. And the other one is oh, it's starting so quickly. This guy throws me a lot right in the first round and then never throws me again. I hate lowers that do that, but that's like most of them. Didn't throw me then. Never mind, I lied. Alright, what was I gonna say? Anyway, I played a little bit right when Seth came out, I think. And then I played once the net play patch came out, which was about a week later for anyone who's watching this fucking way down the line. I only played a little bit, and I'll point out when the shift happens, hopefully. But it should also be obvious if you're just watching, because I think it'll do it before the match. Actually, does it even do it? I don't think so. Look, I'm doing my little soccer thing. That was pretty embarrassing. I got, like, perfected, but it's Laura. And I think that of all the characters, I should throw those. You can, like, react. Of all the characters who can perfect you, I would say Laura's probably #1, to be honest. Oops, that was just bad. That setup stays in the front always, I think. Not super optimal, but pretty good. He did the wrong ender. You got a light DP there. I mean, a light. Oh, I could have thrown it or jumped. I remember thinking that after the fact. I was like, oh, I see these V-reversing, I'll block it. And then I was like, oh, that's dumb. It's not like the first frame of V-reverse. Neutral jump, I'm not 100% sure if that works there. I should, like, lab it. But I can guarantee that a throw will work there. Unless it's, like, really deep in the V-reversal frames, you can get a throw off in time. You just mash that through a fucking tech. So that was bad on me, but there were a lot of things. Yeah, it shows the date here, right? I'm probably usually going to be skipping those. So this was on the 17th. The current date is the 19th of February. It's currently 3 a.m. real Baf hours. And I'm here, grinding, ranked. Look at that! The God short. We all know. I've, like, unlearned that link. I had it for a while. Oops, that usually doesn't work. You have to scope out the range. Nice sweep. Got a little bit of... I've tried for a fake out shimmy, but he didn't do anything. This guy's done that, like, twice now. The EX, elbow. Ooh. Could have been a better punish. Stand strong works there. I think that's -7. It's an overhead. A little sloppiness from me. Glad I didn't... what went wrong? Didn't try to short that time. The thing about Laura is that she can't... Her reversal isn't fast enough to, if you do, like, a 4-frame... After her... A 4-frame or a 3-frame, after she's -2, her EX, bolt charge actually won't come out fast enough to get its armor. So she, apart from super, she cannot contest any scenario when she's -2. And she's got a lot of things that make her -2, most notably the light bolt, bolt charge. Most notably the light bolt charge. This guy does that a few times and I'm thinking about what I do about it. I think sweep probably works, but I was like a pixel off there. Low forward might work too. EX Tatsu probably works, EX DP definitely works. Or I mean hard Tatsu. Well, hard Tatsu is like, I'm probably not going to have time to get it out. I have to do it predictably. That was pretty bad. I think Sakura stand hard kick is -4, but I almost never do it at ranges where it could theoretically be punished. But that time I absolutely did. This was my first time playing in a while, so I was a little bit sloppy. No V-trigger activate, chose not to. That was a neutral jump. That was like not really a great play, to be honest. And I got tossed. That was very safe from him. I don't actually know what the unblock is there. If you successfully hit Laura, the fireball will go away. But if she's only like -2 after the dash, or even if she's plus, I can't contest at all. But if she's -2 after the dash, and I hit a button and she blocks it, then I might like eat the EX fireball, the regular fireball or whatever it is. So it's kind of scary hitting a button there. Oh, so I dropped below. There was actually another match that I didn't even put on here, but it's not worth seeing. I fought someone who was using the lag patch, and I didn't have the lag patch. And it was like horribly laggy, and he didn't seem to be getting lag on his side because like I couldn't ATR for shit, but he anti-aired all my jumps, so that was my only gauge. But I got smacked. I got smacked by a fucking birdie player who had the patch. I'm presuming he had the patch. I actually did it on stream, so it might have been laggy because I was doing it on stream. I usually don't stream when I play this game anymore. But people were saying it was consistent. On stream, people were saying it's consistent with what it looked like when someone had the patch. If Sakura gets a really close hard kick, she can actually walk in and get something, and I was thinking about that there. There's a couple times where I maybe have access to that, and I never actually go for it. If you get a point blank stand hard kick, I think you can get like a... I think you need to micro walk, unfortunately. I don't remember if you can just raw... I should have buffered it. Ugh. I don't remember if you can raw get a stand hard punch, or if you have to do a micro walk hard punch, or alternatively a micro walk back hard punch to save really similar range. I could have whip punished that so easily. He's out of V trigger, so theoretically I could go for some kind of chip out if I get a little bit of meter. But you know, I'm thinking I'm probably gonna win with, if I'm gonna win it all, I'm probably gonna win with just an errant stand short. Not the cleanest game for yours truly. I like that shadow outfit that everyone's using online now. Looks kind of cool. Kind of a bad neutral jump, maybe. I don't think he could have done anything about it, even predicting it. I was kind of nervous to anti-air that, but I definitely could have anti-aired that with a DP. Dude cracked. The timer was getting to him. I've timed out many, many times in my years. And I usually prevail in a time over scenario. Not always. No one does it always. For the dash. I'm actually, he did a regular quick stand. If they do a regular quick stand, I can always get a meaty. But I was timid. I didn't think, after a round end like that, I don't think he would have gone for the EXDP and wake up just like that. Cool counter hit combo. Not really, I could have done short and uppercut. That's minus, but not punishable. Or at least that one wasn't punishable. Tried to meet him midair because I was timid about the dive kick, but I was way too late. Oh, did you see when I did that block DP and he did hard kick? That was funny. I think hard stomp was good there, wasn't it? But he did a tatsu. He had crouch fierce hard tatsu. Is that like plus? It seemed to be plus. Also, I'm not doing any low forwards there, but low forward is literally better than stand short in a lot of the instances, and I still don't do it. I forgot the range where it works, so just to be safe every time I always do stand short. This round's looking kind of good for me, to be honest. Little confirm, he could have EXDP'd me, and it would have been bad, but that didn't happen. EXDP, oh, there, I hit him. I don't think that was confirmed, to be honest. I think he could have done dash block, and he would have blocked that. Damn, a lot happens in this game so quickly. I got him, though. I've ridden stand short into uppercut so far. That's enough to get you into diamond. Just fucking learn stand short buffer uppercut. When I first played soccer, I couldn't even do that, to be honest. I'd been playing Street Fighter for like 10 years by that point. 12 years, whatever. However long it'd been before I first played soccer. And I still couldn't do that buffer 100%. Sometimes I would just get the whiff DP. Every now and then, even now, I get the whiff DP, but it's probably like 1% of the fucking buffers I do, to be honest. I remember playing, what's his name, Roy Zoga. It was like one of my first times playing soccer against his Ed. And I literally I couldn't even do like stand strong back fierce and uppercut because I couldn't get the uppercut out in time. So I would just do light tatsu enders. Come a long way. I'm a lot better than I used to be. Unfortunately, that was, oops, I turned on the controls. Trying to make them go away. They're fine there. They're not doing anything. I was just hitting buttons on my controller. Unfortunately, I stopped doing my Baf Cups. So I haven't been able to track my progress in that way, but at least I've been able to track my shiny little diamond. I probably could have anti-ed that. That's like, if that's plus, I know he only gets 2 of them, but if that's plus and that dodges lows and throws, then that's kind of like a Akuma towards Fierce. Might be a bit shittier. Akuma towards Fierce leaves the opponent grounded. I probably could have anti-aired that with a light DP regardless of what the kind of jump was, but Crouch Fierce was a mix. Kind of an awkward hard tatsu. What did I do? What did I do? I don't remember. I held up there. It was desperate. I was desperate. I held up there too, I think. I was like, it didn't work last time, but let's have it work this time. That's like bad though, honestly. Neutral jumping out of a throw, even if I got the right read, neutral jumping out of a throw is horrible. Don't neutral jump unless it's like a character with a command grab, and even then, like, usually don't neutral jump. Life advice. Kage does have a command grab. It's VC2 locked. It's his Raging Demon. This guy is not a VC2 Kage. So it's not something I had to be afraid of. I never checked the volume. What's it like? It looks like it's pretty quiet. Oh, look, I got the confirm. Ah, that was a bad forward jump. Kage does have good anti-airs as they go. Ooh. How come you just have a meterless 3-hit fireball? I'm not complaining, he needs it. Well, he doesn't need it, but like it's not broken. I'm plus 3 on a light Tatsu on hit. That was a whiff punish. I should have done something meaner. I should have dive kicked, actually. If none of my options were going to work. Punch accidentally got me over his head. Throw would have been better. I think throw has less grounded recovery. He hits the ground sooner than a dive kick. Alright, I chose not to super there because I'm like, if I super I won't kill him. And I want to not spam my meter until he's dead. But then he hit me with a very distant V-skill. V-skill 2 is pretty cool for Nikeli. I tentatively say I think it's better. But they also buffed V-skill 1 a lot, so I don't know. Like, what are we really considering here? He's got the TC into V-skill, which works anywhere on the screen. That shit's pretty good. Can't do that with VT1. V-skill 1. Ugh. Fuck. Fuck Nikeli players. That was a jump out, and it was just as bad as I predicted it might be. People always stand into that. There's very low exposure to Sakura, and that's one of her only gimmicks. I have Oki there, and I chose not to do anything. Perhaps out of the expectation that he would do an EXDP, but he didn't. See how I did delayed low forward light Tatsu? That's cool because it hits the walk back that he wants to do so he doesn't get reversal thrown. And it also would have blocked a DP if he did a DP. And basically 0 people in the universe do, whoa, 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 whoa. Caught me off guard. Still got him though, chose not to use any meter. I definitely should have trigger activated, but hindsight's 2020. I think yeah, that ended up being super good for me. I missed the punish because I activated way too late, but I don't think he could punish me. And he was like, this is a scramble, but he burnt a bar, and I spent nothing. And he threw away the game. I'm usually pretty timid. I'm a timid player. You can call it a strength, you can call it a weakness. Sometimes it does things for me, sometimes it doesn't. That was supposed to be fade away with approach medium kick, but I got a stay medium kick. Oops. Stay medium kick was arguably better. That actually does quite a lot of damage, doesn't it? It gives me usually a full charged fireball. You'd have to like do something really fast on wake up to be able to punish that. But the opponent can do something about the full charged fireball, so it's not fantastic. Again, I didn't DP. There's the fade away glow medium kick again. Ugh, why'd I do it? I think he could have done better than that. I think you shouldn't have gone for towards fierce after the trigger. I think you should have gone for like, I don't know what. Stay fierce into hard Tatsu or something. Things are not looking great for yours truly. But they're not looking horrible. That was kind of bad. Now it's looking... I saw that fucking throw tech in slow motion. I mean, I was dead to a throw, I think. So it's not a great scenario overall. EXDP was probably, unironically, a pretty good decision. And then look for an EX Fireball activate would have been nice. That was probably the series of plays I should have made. Where are my numbers? 18,759. Dropping like a stone. I don't fight Chun-Li's very often anymore, and Chun-Li's supposedly, someone told me, that she's actually top tier in this season. I think that Chun-Li actually beats Sakura on the ground, which is a kind of exclusive club, because Sakura is usually pretty strong on the ground. I'm surprised that punished. I should have done Cinch until tried to meet him midair. That was dumb. I should have just crouched fierce. Sakura either like goes even with or beats. I think that's -2 on hit. So I could have done something better there. Sakura either goes even with or beats pretty much every character in neutral grounded play. Oh! This dropped twice! Is it Chun-Li? Or was I bad? The first time I was like, maybe I didn't get it perfectly. I still haven't labbed it. But the second time I do it, it drops 2, and it felt like I buffered both the dash and the Tatsu, and I'm like, what went wrong? It was weird. I'm not playing my A game right here. I'm a little lost because I'm hitting buttons in neutral and they're getting smacked around. I'm either out of range or I'm just getting smacked. Trading unfavorably or losing. Which is not, you know, not typical for me. I don't have anything to fight that back strong, maybe? That's what it feels like. That one in particular is very scary. I used to play Chun-Li a little bit, and that was the one that I thought was the best. That was not a combo. I wish that she got that as a combo. I wish she had +4 stand air crouch jab so much. That would be like the greatest fucking thing. Maybe I was late there. It looked like it could have been late. It felt good though when I did it. And I was like, what went wrong? Does this guy rematch me? I think I've had a Chun-Li later who doesn't rematch me. This guy does, I think. When will Baf get back to 19,000? Look at me, I'm almost... Okay, no I'm not. I'm like exactly 300 down. Ha. Oops. I decided that I had to do short and not any jab, but I didn't actually get this. I did it really early just to make sure that I didn't get it late, because it's frame perfect, and getting it early is better when it's frame perfect. That beat my stand short, or rather, my stand short never connected. I think it like fully whiffed, and then she immediately got into the range where it was and whiff punished me. He threaded the needle quite a few times. Like he walked in right as right after I whiffed something. Oops, Chun-Li can dodge that. I thought he was gonna land on it, but he didn't. Forgot that Chun-Li can alter her fucking falling arc. He could have killed me there with a lightning legs cancel. I almost died, and then I died for real. That link is guaranteed. You can actually get a crouch jab. Crouch short, I think, for Chun-Li goes a little bit further than crouch jab, but has worse combo options. What's up with the crouch first and neutral? I'm pretty sure that's -5. This guy does a couple. He does 3 frames, which is cool. It's very good. Most people don't ever challenge me, to be honest. I don't like pick my frame traps based on. I just always do the 4 frame traps, and the fact that Sakura has a 3 frame trap is a weapon enough most of the time. But every now and then I fight someone who actually hits their 3 frame buttons. And it's terrifying. No meter, no need to bait. I get that a couple times later. But when I was dropping it here, I felt dumb. Wrong combo, Beth. Should have juggled the DP. Should have juggled the DP. Burn a bar. Punches would have killed. When I did the dive kick, I should have not even cancelled the V-skill at all, and then I should have juggled DP, and I would have gotten, instead of 70 damage from the dive kick before scaling, I would have gotten like 120 damage from the uppercut before scaling, and they both would have led to the stun. Got him. Little things. Tried to bait the EX. Thought, what do you call that? Spinning bird. The thing about that is that because it's a charge, Chun-Li can't mash it. That should have been EX up fireball, actually. Gotcha. Kinda hit only from that range. I managed to get this Chun-Li. Ninja jumping that EX, that was like, you know, he could, if he waited and did nothing, he could have reaction stand short or reaction EX bird kicked me. But if he did a predictive EX bird kick, which is a more typical thing to do, or if he did like a throw tech or something like that, then the neutral jump was okay. But I'm not gonna say that's like a good idea, but it worked for me. You know, you guys all know. Probably could have anti-aired that. Oh, I got him. I don't think that was confirmed from that range. See how I did the back roll? I couldn't chase him. If I'm getting a light or medium DP, I can't chase mid-screen if they back roll. A lot of characters are like that. A lot of special moves are like that. Mid-screen, you should often back roll if you're facing one of those moves, and you should figure out what those moves are. Sakura's DPs are among them. So is Gao's flash kick and Rog's screw smash or whatever it's called, the DP plus kick. Ow. I'm bleeding. Nice whiff punish. He had trigger, so that was safe.
Don't hold a grudge, okay?
He was 100% going to cancel that to trigger. Sometimes I feel like I'm a pretty good Sakura, and then I watch my matches and it's like, damn, I make a lot of mistakes all the time. Try to bait, but he didn't do anything. He had that low... It pushed out so much. I think it's because I stood blocked a lot of the hits, but I expected it to be more minus than it was. Caught me off guard. That one wasn't safe. Look, I got the jab. I never fucking combo the jab anymore. I still do the jab, it's the worst part, I just never go to DP. Why not? Why not, Beth? I like waited, but he had no meter. I should have just dashed in or something, I should have walked in at the very least. There it was again, that time he waited. If I reacted to that forward dash, that'd be nice. Yeah, you knew it was coming. He was dead to a trigger uppercut plus super, and to be 100% honest, if they're dead to that, I feel like 100% of the time it's the play. because people never realize they're dead to it. People already don't like to have to predict uppercuts, but people especially don't think that they're losing to an uppercut at a range of health like that. That was kind of a bad neutral jump, but if I came down with medium kick, I probably would have hit him. Neutral jump medium kick is such a weird thing to do, though. I just didn't think you'd be able to get behind me. Now things are looking very dire. Very dire. He comboed a trade. It was a stupid trade. I think I'm dead to this combo. It was not 100% optimal for him, I think. But it was easier, I think, than our other combo. I don't even know that. I think Jump Strong does more damage than the first set of Jump Fierce, and that didn't matter. I was dead no matter what. Easy combo was the better combo. He probably could have done the V-skill into the V-skill follow-up. Then, like, EX legs me or something like that. Look, it's another Chun-Li. Keith Blunts. Oh! Oh, this isn't even going to be a good replay. I apologize to everyone. I think this is the one where it lagged really badly. So this was... I'm still in the pre-net play. I think every time I've recorded one of these, I've had, like, one match that lagged, and usually it's pretty good. I counter hit and I didn't do anything. If I actually picked V-skill 2, I would have to learn my counter hit stand strong combos, because that's something that soccer actually, like, does. Because stand strong into stand fierce gives you a V-skill 2 combo, and that's, like, optimal there. I'm dead serious, that's optimal. Oh, why not short? Why no anti-air? Path! Gotcha. This is good so far. Anyway, I think it was perfect with this guy, but then there were like moments with like supreme lag. That was punishable, and that was a punish, and I probably could have done better. At the very least, I should have done short by itself and not jab short. But it probably was -6 or worse, so I probably could have done low strong into Tatsu. I don't like stand strong back fierce from that range, because it might not be close enough to get the link. But stand strong is faster. Unfortunately, I think Sakura's stand strong doesn't cancel, but you never are in a position to cancel it anyway. So the only thing it would be good for is canceling right away if you want a 5-frame attack and also aren't in range to get the back fierce link. Usually you can do stand strong into stand short as well. Oops, bad throw tech. Didn't get punished that badly. That was actually still a whiff punish. I'm basically like, okay, this round was a wash by this point. Cool starter. I wonder if that's optimal. It's really neat, right? I think he didn't want that. I didn't quick stand and it kind of threw him off. So he ended up bouncing off the wall. Oops. Didn't get punished too bad, low short. And then I found another one by some miracle. Unfortunately, I've used one of my triggers up already. Did you see that? You see how long we both waited there? Oh, this was the lag. Here we go. It's like laggy for the rest of this, I think. He's got play wired, no Wi-Fi written right there. So this whole like rest of this match is just going to be horrible, just so everyone knows. We're going to like periodically just like get full screen and whiff jabs. Because it was like, it was pretty seamless, but it had like 4 giant lag spikes in a row. And then it was jumpy after the lag spikes.
I'd do it if I were you.
It sucks because I'm sure that both of us just want to pull out of this match. Keith Blunts, if you're out there, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it lagged. I'm playing wired, I promise. This isn't Wi-Fi. -5, but I did nothing. Stand short would have punished that. Damn, this is an embarrassing round. He doesn't want to just go in while it's lagging, and neither do I. We're both trying to play by the rules a little bit, you know what I mean? That was me forward dashing, but I missed the forward dash. Both of us just want to be like, make it stop. That's pretty greedy of me. This kills, I think, and then I deny the rematch. I'm just like, fuck, I want to get away from this guy. It's not his fault. I don't think. It might be. I ran away in shame, even though I'm pretty sure the lag was more circumstantial and not anything that happened on my end or his end. Capcom being Capcom. That's my one laggy match, though, so glad it's out of the way. I don't remember it lagging in any of the rest. Chen saying... Oh yeah, that Chun-Li was after the... No, was it? No. Wait, was it? When was it? I gotta look at the date. Because I feel like this one was today. This Chen saying guy. So I think it might have been after the fucking patch that they made that I had my laggy opponent. No, that sounds wrong. No, it was just prior to the patch. God, I need to go and look now. I think I played... I gotta review the footage. Look at this guy. He's picking the cool color. Aggression. Or maybe I just play this guy again later. That might be it. The XDP, baby. Got me. Towards Fierce. That's actually a pretty fast crush gunner. Sometimes I like to say that Kemi and Ryu have 6-frame heavy normals, which makes them rather unique. And one thing that I forget is that Kage also has a 6-frame heavy normal. It's not that towards Fierce, but you know, those aren't common. There might be a few others creeping around. How fast is Akuma back Fierce? Because I think, you know, that's technically a heavy normal. You can't really use it like one. I don't think there's any 5-frame heavy normal anywhere. Seth might have 6-frame something. Seth has 5-frame stand strong, I know that. That's kind of cool. Those are neat. I'll fight a couple Seths later on. I already like labbed Seth, so I actually kind of know what I'm doing against him. Kind of. Big emphasis on the kind of. There's a couple things I didn't lab, and those get exposed to me very quickly. Seth has some shades of Rashid with the Tatsu. The quarter cycle back kick. I think fireballs are pretty good in general. Sakura's fireball is a perfectly adequate fireball in the spectrum of fireballs in this game. I'm sure a lot of people will be like, oh my god, that Street Fighter 5 fireball suck. And you're not wrong, but, you know, that one was kind of technically unconfirmed. Tried to do a fadeaway low forward, didn't see a throw tech, so I chose not to cancel it. I'm looking for anything that I can cancel, but he's not giving it to me. Backdash. I'm out of trigger now, but I can still kill him with like a super maybe. Oops, that was pretty bad. Gotcha. Sniped out of the air. Now his trigger's gone. Kind of scary. Definitely should have anti-aired that, and now things are dire. He backed off too, smart. Big brain player right here. Oops. Hello. Hello, Kage's health. Found the miracle hit. This one says version 5.12. Is that the post netplay patch?
Final round. Fight.
I usually have pretty seamless online no matter what. I was going to say that earlier. To be honest, I think whether you have good online in this game is heavily based on 1, what you're playing on, 2, what your internet provider is, and 3, where you are. I usually get matched with other players in SoCal from what I can tell, and it's almost always seamless. But I do search by 4 to 5, so if you don't do that, you probably should. But I usually get something that's not really different from playing them sitting next to me. Wonders of the internet. Electricity travels really fast. You ever think about that? This is too far away, I thought, but I got the stand short, and it worked. It must have been because he was crouching. There's the throw. This guy's been playing pretty defensive, so... Ooh, those are nice. Again, the dive kick was actually the wrong play. Actually, it was fine. I should have done the raw DP, maybe. Killing him. Hitting him with everything I got. It's not enough. Look at that raw activate. And I just jump in. Baff. You gotta be random with your jump ins, but you know, that one was tempting fate. It's a miracle I didn't lose right then and there. Random is good. Alright, let me look at the date. 2/19 is today. 2/18 technically, I think. Okay, we're still in 2/17 territory. So this is all, I do fight this guy again. And this is all pre-net play buff. So I think I was right in thinking that I didn't have any lag after the net play buff.
Round 1.
Of course, you need a lot of matches before you can safely say that the net play is indeed buffed. Gotcha. And I do fight this guy again later. I was too far for the link. I was ready to cancel at the time, I think. That's -7, I think. It's definitely punishable. So stand short and uppercut was going to work there. I didn't get it though, because he's, I was surprised. I was ready to block it. Mostly because a couple other characters in the series have had that same bullshit. I think particularly Evil Ryu in Street Fighter 4. Oh, it was out of range. I still forward dash because Sakura is actually still +2 even if it's blocked. Fun fact. That was dumb. Anti-air DP would have been so good there. Anti-air DP would have been so good there. There were 2 excellent anti-air DPs I could have done. Kind of poked. I got him. Pretty strong starter, right? I'm getting miracle comebacks against this guy. I got the... That might have been a punish. If you raw activate, it usually has like 5 frames of recovery, and I did a stand short immediately, which is 4 frame. So I might have hit him before he could have done anything. But when I got the low forward stand short, that's a combo, and I saw it, and I could have canceled to Tatsu. I just like blanked in the moment. It was an intense moment. Look, it's the first time I've done that in ages. I used to do that so much. I did that all the way through Plat. Now I do it like once in a blue moon just to remind people it exists. People bait more. People can just play on their own goodness in Diamond. They have to like surprise you in Platinum. But like if you can win neutral, you can afford to bait more. You know what I mean? Ah, bad throw tech. Maybe a good one because I did it so early. I was actually still safe to block the jump in, but then I died. That did a lot of damage, didn't it? Well, it kind of did. Kind of didn't. 1 bar plus trigger. Not that strong. It was off a jump in 2 or whatever. That was definitely a punish. I did the wrong starter, but catching out is fine. This is still a low scaling scenario, and I'll get that meter back. He did it. The absolute madman. Ah, got the combo too. He actually had maybe a low strong there. If you hit a crouching opponent or get a counter hit, dive kick is more advantage. But dive kick's like always at least plus 3. Lucky me. So crouch jab will always work. I'm still alive, baby. That's my winning play. Trigger activate there was good. That was a bit of nonsense. I could have anti-hit him for sure. I think I just die here unceremoniously. There it is. What's my rank? I want to see it.
Kage wins.
Have I broke fucking 19,000 yet? I don't actually have that many matches to go through here. 18,766. Fighting for my life to break even with the last time I played ranked.
Round 1. Fight.
Gotcha. My light fireball for yours. Oh, there you go. Fuck your dive kick. There's my ATR. Does a lot of damage too. Gotcha. Stand hard kick into stand short is pretty good. Because it'll usually buffer them outside the range where they'll be ready to do whatever. My meaty low short didn't hit. EX was definitely good to kill there, but I chose not to spend it out of greed because, I mean, look at the health bars, right? I'm not feeling too afraid right now. I'm like kind of willing to like get beaten up a little bit. And look, he's burning meter too. It was definitely a good thing that I didn't burn the bar there, but it could have been a bad thing on a bad day.
Round 2. Fight.
Different players will have different ideas of what's whether that meter's worth spending. I do have real Loki there. Tried to bait, he didn't do anything. Gotcha. No jumping. No, I jumped. I actually could have comboed off the first one, and an EX on the second one would have killed him. I could have an EX toss into EXDP, and he would just be dead right now, I think. But this meter is looking real clean for me. I mean, this health. Cool. Do you guys see that? He's got the super still too. I'm kind of thinking about how he can still win. It's not a good feeling. And then I just randomly EX Tatsu and it works. I was going to do an EXDP once that was blocked, but it hit him. I was just like, let's burn 2 bars to be weird. I think that most people would hit a button after blocking an EX Tatsu. Just because most people wouldn't even know it's -2. Maybe they would. Sakura's do EX Tatsu on block, I think. Most people don't even fight Sakura. But EX Tatsu on block is a scenario you'll find yourself in. 18,831. The evil shadowy. I fought this Laura earlier. He got a perfect on me. As promised by his name. Oh, I've got a little bit more of a plan this time coming in. He's definitely letting me charge fireballs, and my charged fireballs are arguably more abusable than his. Mine represent a greater threat range. That's a punish. Laura's reversal options are so shit, and that's like your big weapon when you're fighting her. I was trying to figure out what he does. 2 jabs actually does more damage than 1 jab there. Back roll got him to safety, but then he did something unsafe. Stand jab is a combo there now. Why don't I just take it? I always act like I got a meaty stand hard kick down towards hard kick, but I must never do. Was not to spend the meter, thankfully it was enough. Even if it like clearly wasn't enough, I probably would have saved it. I just like saving meter, it's the kind of player I am. That didn't work, did it? Ah. He did a crush counter punish. A lot of people do that. Got me. The Kage earlier did that. I don't remember if I actually said it, but he did hard kick on my block DP, and I was like, ha. That was wrong. You just release right away in there. Crouching opponent, so that all linked. It also links if I'm absolutely point blank. Ugh. I did the 3-frame trap and everything. I was just way too far away. Whoa! Whoa! Baf! That was a punish. Nothing. I baited fucking Laura with no super. I think I had micro walk short there, but I didn't walk enough. But if I got that, I might have just killed him there and then. Not sure. It's not exactly a strong combo. I win if I get a Tatsu. That could have been my Tatsu, but it wasn't. I think this ends up hilarious. No, never mind. There'll be a hilarious round later. I used to hate fighting Laura. Season 1 and Season 2. I was thinking about that today. I was talking about it in a Twitch chat. Laura's fun to fight now. I think that her risk reward makes her more predictable now. It used to be like her command grab led to Oki and her fucking everything else, her combos led to meaties, and you just had no idea what she was gonna do. And the damage was kind of silly. But now I feel like Laura's are kind of forced to play a little bit. They can't be a Zonga. And I think she's like maybe a better character. I don't know if she's better than Season 1 or 2, actually. Because she actually had some pretty wonky stuff in those. Season 2 Laura was pretty strong. And Season 1 had some things that kind of break the rules of the game. Back in the day, people used to say Laura was, oops, that was walking low forward. People used to say Laura was like bottom 3. Remember that shit? In Vanilla? Anyone remember that? It's a long time ago now. It was like Zangief and then Fong, and then Laura. And they buffed the shit out of her BT1. It was like okay before. A lot of people said it was bad actually. It was like not a great trigger. But they buffed the shit out of it in Season 2. But they took away a lot of her meaties, or like they made them harder. She still gets meaties after hard elbow, right? I think so. She's a better designed character now, I think. One thing that's really funny about her is her TC is like radically changed every single patch. It's like an entirely different beast than what it used to be. The strong forward TC, now that's fierce. Now it's like a launching fucking V-skill combo. It's more in line with other target combos in the game. But now it's like unsafe or whatever. That was a deliberate whiff to walk out of throw range, but he actually did a reversal jab, so no dice for me. Lower stand jab is 3-frame. Crouch jab I think is 4. If that throw hit, I won. But I ended up winning anyway. 1 bar is good to spend here, but will I spend it? No. The kind of player I am. It's alright. I ended up saving the bar. Right? In fact, I built some bar because I didn't spend an EX Tatsu or an EX Fireball. I instead did fucking a shorter combo. I did a heavy DP instead of a light DP. So that was a punish on the Fireball. And even if we got the Fireball out, it would have been a punish. Oh, the jab. Heavy elbow just kills that whole thing, by the way. The Laura has to react, and a lot of Laura players are not really ready. Those hard Tatsu getting hit, so that's the danger. Stand strong from Laura is like +3 or something, I think. It's like quite plus. Maybe it's +4. I think it's +4. But her options to link out of it are shitty. Basically just super. Got me. Reversal super is not bad for Laura. Obviously it's like a very, you know, you can jump it up post-freeze, and that kind of sucks. But just the fact that she has absolutely no like reversal option at all makes that super important for her. Be reverse! Why didn't I throw it? Back throw would have been so good. He would have been in the corner. Good lord, that would have been incredible. He had a 3-hit fireball there, right? Or did he? Is it only 3-hit and trigger? I don't remember if she can charge it to 3 hits in, oops. Outside of trigger. Anyway, I hit her, so even if it was a 3-hit fireball, it would have gone away. That was like an important moment. That was a teachable moment. In this game, fireballs will interact with each other before they interact with either player. So if there's two fireballs overlapping, that you can be standing in one of the fireballs and it won't hurt you. Because they're too busy interacting with each other. Ugh. That ended up being pretty good for him. Tried to get out of the corner. It's maybe a bit greedy. Nice command grab. He did EX command grab trying to chase a backdash or something. Or just trying to catch me blocking, either or. Right here. That was maybe a bad fireball. Regular throw is not too bad. Oh, look at that. That was actually so minus I could have punished it. But I didn't. Well, I did, but it wasn't good. Just dash into it. Just dash into it. That's all I can think. I think I do actually find one. There it was. And then I drop it again. I have like 2 opportunities to win, and I think I fucked both of them up. Well, I definitely could have blocked that. And I could have DP'd there. There were like 3 opportunities to DP right at the end. And any of those DP would have led to super for the kill. Of course, they weren't like, you know... I could have reacted to the overhead and blocked it. I could have reacted to the overhead and DP'd it. I could have reacted to the fireball charge and DP'd it. The other ones were guest DPs, and they probably... I had no idea whether they were going to work or not, but the fact of the matter is they were gonna win. I got a DR guy, Sammy.
Round 1.
I saw the DR and I was like, hope it's not laggy, but actually it was fine, at least for me. Well, I got a round start like what's it? I always feel like that's minus, but I mean it is minus, but it's not that minus. In Street Fighter 3, it's like really minus. So I always fuck that up. I think this guy doesn't do a single EX but I'm used to Urian players just doing them like the nanosecond they have a bar. But for the record, this guy, look, I actually reaction blocked the overheads. That could have been a combo, I think, from the range I was at. Why didn't I attack coming down? After Urian blocks a cross-up, he actually can't EX headbutt, so you don't have to respect him. Fun fact. Also, that interrupts even if he trigger cancels. Another fun fact. He has no meter. A shimmy there would have been nice, and a combo there would have been nice, but, you know, I take what I can get. And I apparently couldn't get that. I'll savor this. I might have been able to sneak in a punish there. Caught the forward dash, though. I didn't trust the punches to kill. Love that worn out victory. Your win pose is based on your HP in this game for people who don't know. So because I was almost dead, I had a very tired win pose. Again, I bait, but I bait and I bait and I bait. I did EX for safety because I was kind of far out of the corner. This guy doesn't do the EX headbutts. It's fucking mystery. There's one. He did do one. At that point, there was no point in trying to predict it. It was just like, you know, let's win. Oops, don't eat those. Better get guard broken. Jumping out is good too. Jumping forward is better than jumping back. But jumping back and the timing that he released did in fact give me a punish. You just treat it like every other guard break in the game. If you can get to the other side of the guard breaker, that's great. Otherwise, it's just either actually block the whole fucking thing and pray they release early, or be very random about your jump out timing. And if you've gotten an invincible move, you could do that.
Round 1.
If I had a super, I would have just killed him. If I did a super. Gotcha. He doesn't get the effect if I hit him out of that. Oh, look at that. I had a DP. I never DP there. It just feels so... I feel so naked. I don't want to drop it. Kind of a bad jump. Ooh, first hit only. Could have been really bad. That's minus, I think. That's towards strong. That's -2 for that whole thing. I got hit with my EX move. It was EX Tatsu, I think. I was waiting for EX step up, but he didn't do one. I hate when Urians do that shit. I'm once bitten, twice shy. I'm in the twice shy phase right now. Oof. I definitely could have whip punished that, I'll tell you. Look, actually, I correctly chose not to do a jab there. The jab lowers the damage in that particular context. A few too many resets. In a perfect world, I would have just comboed off of that stand strong, but, you know, I was a little scared. I was thinking about using the +3 Wasn't ready for the +7 hit, +9, +9 hit that I got from the counter hit. Could have been bad, but it wasn't. Gauged the range really badly for that Grudge Fierce. Kind of player I am. I hit a Stamina House and then I do another Stamina House. Look at that. That was kind of cool, right? Light Tatsu over the fucking button. Kind of an iffy neutral jump. My idea is that he'll, if he, oh, I got him. My idea is that if he just blocks me coming down, then he can't EX headbutt, so I still get white damage and pressure. If he like whiffs a throw. But theoretically he could whiff a throw and then still EX headbutt me, since you can whiff a throw in this game without standing. So he could like throw and wake up and then still EX headbutt me as I come down. Ed. I think that Ed Sakura is... Oh, I broke 19,000 again. I think Ed Sakura is probably good for Sakura. I don't know if I'd call Ed a good or bad character. That's hard to say. But I have some very helpful things in this matchup. My big 4 frame is rather good. That's, I think, -2 or -3. I think it's -2 now. Or maybe it's still -3. It was -3 before the hands. That's not a punish from that far out, and I knew it wouldn't be. I think it was meaty anyway. Show it early. Maybe he'll respect my Tatsus for the rest of the match. What do you guys think, Tears BBC pal? He didn't fucking do anything. I thought I was slick. Almost did it again. He baited. Would have been embarrassing. This guy plays a very grounded game, honestly. Honestly, if he's not picking, if they're not picking V skill 2, that's almost an invitation to throw fireballs. His answers to fireballs are not great, I feel. He has to like predict if he doesn't pick V skill 2, and he still has to predict if he picks V skill 2, but it's a much safer prediction. I think there are ranges where he can just raw V skill 2 though. That jab is 100% safe. Also, I got the link there. I wasn't expecting that to be close enough. I can always do this jab if I want to. Even if he does EX uppercut, which is the only thing he can do there, I'll recover in time to block. Well, he can super me, but you know, I've never had that happen yet. So I was playing the range game well. I went for the new combo, but I should have done it right away. Stand jab, stand short would have worked there, but I have to do the Tatsu cancel from a stand jab. I got him, but I didn't Tatsu cancel, ironically. I'm like thinking about he's gonna do something plus, I'm just gonna DP. But it never actually came up. I was like, if I block a fucking VS2, VT2, I'm just gonna uppercut. Fuck it. I didn't have a chip out or anything. I just, you know, fuck it. Fuck your mix up. That was an accident, and I got the link. Wasn't ready for the combo. One of these days, I'm gonna get the overhead and react to the counter hit and get the full completed combo, and it's gonna be glorious. But as of right now, I only do the overhead on accident. That ended up being really madness because I whiffed. Didn't short. Anyway, I'm used to the jab short range after a crush counter stand right now, so when I did jab jab, I didn't realize I was out of range, so I had to do one jab into EX Tatsu. That was a really awkward fucking jump, especially because I didn't back throw him. Look at that. Look how much I ruined the screen position in like 1 second. Sick whiff punish. I should have buffered. I'm finding a lot of fucking use out of just low forward. Sakura's low forward's good enough. Oh, super. I think I went for it and missed it. That felt bad. There it was. I was still thinking about it from the previous match. I didn't reveal it last time. I figured he would, like, if he was going to bait, he wouldn't do it for the first one. He would do it for, like, the second one. People in general get more nervous and random at low HP. At all skill levels. The weirdest shit happens at endgame. People either fucking throw caution to the wind or they over-adjust trying not to throw caution to the wind and turn into like a hyper-focused ground game or something like that, which ends up being, of course, extremely predictable in and of itself. I felt like hot shit getting that, but I didn't get the crush counter, so I ended up just whiffing a light Tatsu. That was a punish. Just finding these hits. It's hard to find the spots where you're guaranteed to be able to... What is that on block? I feel like it's like -2 if you don't charge it, but I don't remember. Maybe it's unsafe. So he's activated, so I'm thinking about chip, but I kill him. Lucky, lucky. That has a good bone button anti-air. I wouldn't call it good. It's a little slow, but it's definitely serviceable. It's not as good as Falk's. It's stronger though. Ugh. We both like, that was kind of awkward. It was an awkward forward dash. This Ed doesn't forward dash enough, I feel. That's like Ed's biggest fucking feature, I would say. The fact that his forward dash is so fucking fast. Ed's like the Makoto of this game. Nice combo. You guys see that shit? Got me. Cool combo. Did he have to spend that second bar? Could he have done, like, you know, the meterless? Well, I feel like it wouldn't have killed me. Nice. Whiff punish with the fucking uncharged V skill. It's actually pretty sick. Look how much health I've lost so early. I was jump short. I did that because I wanted the bigger hitbox. For those who don't know, jump short has less hit stun and less block stun, but to compensate, it's got a... that was just all wrong. I was like, I'm too far away for the medium uppercut, so let's do the hard uppercut, but the hard uppercut never works. Medium uppercut only works if they're very close to the corner. I think I was a little bit too far away. Stand short could have been a punish there. Did an anti-air, kind of bad. If you're gonna do nothing, you might as well be ready for an anti-air, but I wasn't. Nothing. Not giving me anything. I did nothing. And then I found a miracle hit. I think I stopped here, so I think this is gonna mark the transition of me stopping playing on the 17th and starting to play on the 18th. God, were they really only one day apart? I felt like 2 days, because one was just before midnight and the other one was just after midnight. So I slept twice between them, I think. Yep, 219. So this is the first person I fought today. Technically today. Actually, it was just, you know, it was post-midnight, so it was just a few hours ago. Pride. Okay, so this match was kind of funny because me and my friend were playing casuals in my house. My real-life friend. And he was player 1, so he changed the config. And then here, I'm on his config. And my light and mediums are the same, but my heavies are on different shoulders than I'm used to. And I'm like fucking trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I'm playing on the wrong config, and I'm like, what if I get like a stand strong, what am I gonna do? If I get like a fucking... I didn't even hard kick at all for like a lot of the first match. That was kind of awkward, but it didn't lag or anything. He just actually did that. Nice. That was for sure going into a BT2.
Round 2. Fight.
That was me finding hard kick. I'm still like freaking, honestly. It's shitty playing on config that's not yours, and you can't change it between rounds either. Good trade for me, technically. That doesn't use any heavies. This one does. I accidentally used my triple punch macro because it's in a different place. My friend does not turn off the macros. I did think hard enough to actually get this combo out. This guy's not bad. I would have liked if I was playing on my right buttons because I feel like he could have done it. Don't be misled by that Ultra Platinum he's playing, okay? Plat score doesn't really mean anything, does it? I mean, this guy, it says Gaming God right under his name. That was a pretty bad fireball. The first one was good. Honestly, I got him to burn the meter. Could have been worse. What is Kikosho on block? I hope it's -2, because that was a stand short, assuming -2.
Final round. Fight.
Jab would have been better. Jab is plus. Should have shorted. I thought I would be able to jab short and that does more damage. Oops. Every now and then I drop that. Both the buffer, both the dash and the jab have to be buffered. Or they don't have to be, but it's double one frame if you don't buffer them. And every now and then I fuck up the buffer. Neither is hard. It's like a double 3 frame. But you know. Every now and then you're up at 3 frame. Especially in a combo that requires 2 of them. Jab right away was extremely greedy of me because after that via wrist, he's +2. I think he dashes into a short, I think. There it was. Why the fuck did I not cancel that one when I canceled the last like 5? That was just an execution error on my part. Okay, here, I actually still have trigger, you see that? I actually probably could have done the DP into super, and he should have been dead. But I saw that my trigger was running out, and I was like, fuck, fuck, fuck. End quote. Baf. And I chose to... Oh, he guard broke me, and then I died. I was like, let's just land the super and then win the, like, scramble. But theoretically, if I did the... What I could have done, what I should have done, it was try to EXDP. And then just, you know, not even use the super. Just try to get the Oki from the EXDP and try and win that. That was the play. It's an Alex. Alex's are free wins for me. Not really. But a lot of Alex players have a lot of special moves they treat like they're safe. And also Alex's defense is garbage. Only 3 frame armor, which is not very good. Really bad 3 frame armor option. On a charge move, no less. No 3 frame normal. I can just do whatever I want to Alex on block, I feel. Alex actually, it's like good to, if you're not point blank, I got him midair, so I got an easy escape. If you're not point blank, it's good to low block versus Alex. Most characters you want to high block, I feel. But low blocking versus Alex is cool because his lariat whiffs on crouching opponents if you're not like right next to him. And then you can theoretically whiff punish it. But it's like +3 if you actually do block it, so. I feel like this guy's name of I'm gonna choke actually gave me some confidence. I could have dashed in and got him there. Look how late he did that, it still worked. Thank God they finally blessed Alex with an anti-air. That's what I thought. Also, I think that stand short was a punish. Pretty sure all the flash drops get punished by stand short, but don't quote me. Okay, you cash out. He's still alive. He's got big boy Alex health. But I do this. 100% success rate the first time. Who can blame them? How often do you have to deal with that? Alex might not even have a good anti-air against that. Crouch Fierce probably works. I can understand why he wouldn't want to do it though. He's got the Nepalese flag. I recognize that one because it's not a rectangle. It was playing seamless, so I can't imagine he was actually on the other side of the world. Ugh. That's a mistake I don't make often. I usually drop that in such a way that that never happens. I usually do it. I always do the jab short just to make sure that I'm getting that. Or like, I do an early short and early DP, stuff like that. Uh-oh. I had to make a gamble. That was actually dumb as fuck, the thing I did. Because, EXDP into forward dash, I don't have Oki. In fact, I'm like -3 or -4 or something. It's actually horrible to forward dash in after I land in EX. Also, really bad start to this round. Gotcha. We tried to dash in Lariat, that was greedy. One of them button hitty Alexes. EX to maximize my damage pre-dizzy. I Tatsu because I wanna... Ugh, I fucked up my cancel. I'm not very good at that one. I don't do it often. That's +3. I tried to backdash, but I got hit. Ah, he did it. It was perfect. Caught me right on my jump. Successfully blocked my way to safety. That was scary as fuck. That's a punish, Baf! I could have just killed him right there. And then I did the wrong punish. The overhaul is pretty... Is that overhaul? No, overhaul's a V-skill. Sledgehammer? Sledgehammer. That's pretty minus on block. You can do whatever. I could have done stand strong, no problem. Instead I did my jab, which is 1 frame faster. It's like, yeah, that mattered. And then because I did jab, I had no other way to complete the combo than into short uppercut super. I couldn't use my trigger. There's no way for Sakura to go lights into trigger unless she gets a counter hit. That was fortunate for me, because I definitely wouldn't have jumped out of that. But he did the wrong one. How do you block that whole thing? It's a mystery. Nice little combo. Got me in the corner. Alex gets Oki here. He did regular throw. I somehow teched it. That was Sand Short punishes that. Sand Short punishes anyone that's not light. That definitely wasn't light. I'm never ready to strong those anymore. I did that in Season 1, I got it. I always did it right in Season 1. That was greedy as hell, but it worked. And I cash out. Look at that, cool escape. Oh, here it is, I remember. That jump. It'd be so cool if they landed on the fireball when you do that, but I think that doesn't work. That would be like a great thing to give Sakura. Guile gets that. You jump over his fucking Sonic Cross, and then he flash kicks you and you land into the Sonic Cross. That shit feels good. Oh, Ryu is such a wild card, isn't he? This guy was cheeky too.
Round one. Fight.
Every Ryu player plays like their fucking stick is on fire. This guy is no exception. That was cheeky. Well, I let it happen. I tried to walk in strong and I saw that I was really far away. That's not actually that bad. Hard DP in. I mean, it's definitely risky. But almost all frame traps are 3 frames or slower. And hard DP will beat a 3 frame trap or slower. Jump jab, that was an accident. I meant to neutral jump. And then when I saw myself forward jumping, I freaked out. This guy doesn't commit to that much. He just forward dash or forward jump there, obviously. But mostly it's just me like trying to fucking get him to do anything and him not doing anything. And then just him like just throwing good fireballs. I kind of just get raw outplayed here. Could have had a better punish. Stand strong. I just didn't want to stand into the trigger. I mean into the Tatsu. I know that's like probably not a thing that was going to happen. That was deliberate. It was just a fucking big gamble. He gives me a few opportunities. That was actually a punish. I could have cancelled it. Nice. I don't see other people do that very often. I do it here and there. It's not a bad play, especially if you play a charge character that can give you a free charge. So if you're like Honda and someone jumps in at you and you anti-air trigger, you can get an anti-air heavy headbutt even if you had 0 charge. He actually jumped medium kicked from that fucking range. I tried to dash under him, it was greedy and stupid. Could have been worse. I think I do get dizzy here. There it is. The worst possible way to get dizzy too. You know what's funny is like that might have been his optimal combo. Can you do EX donkey kick into stuff on a cornered opponent? Or do you have to uncorner them? Do you have to like jump medium kick into like stuff on the other side? EX Tatsu only leads to EX moves. Or I think DP in BT1. EX Fireball leads to only EX moves and DP in BT1. If he wants to spend a bar, if he wants to spend no meter, he'll do almost the same damage. And if he wants to spend a bar, I think EX DP is literally max from that jump arc. That's like sad. Oh, this guy, okay, this round was a wash for me. Or I think this whole match. He just, like, things just keep on working. He does a lot of pretty, he doesn't do like a lot of risky stuff, but things often don't go my way. Like he just whip punished me with a fucking towards fierce on that low strong. A bit bold, a bit greedy. I probably had low strong trigger there, or low strong after trigger. Forward or backward walking, stand blocking. I'm not saying he played bad. I'm not saying he played good. He played pretty damn good, I would say. He played better than I played. But with punishing a low strong from Sakura with a towards fierce from Ryu is a fundamentally luck-based endeavor. Look at that. Pretty cool. Here's another one though. The other one was a bit dumber. I meant to cancel that low forward, to be honest, into, I think, trigger. But I didn't get it. That was helpful. Hit him backdash. I waited, but he did nothing. He had no meter. It was a misplay. Ah, I could have whiff punished that. I could have whiff punished that too. Now I die. Cool punish. Very optimal. I guess he could have taunted. Fireball was safer. I have water here with me, and thank God I thought to get it before. Fuck yeah, water. Look, it's XSK Samurai! Long-time fighting game fans will know this fellow. I ran into his Seth. Probably in its very early stages since Seth dropped like less than a week ago. Look at that. That move kind of sucks, to be honest, in terms of damage and ways to go into it. But hitbox-wise, it looks pretty good. It's actually, like, fairly safe. I don't know if it's plus, but, like, it seems to be very low risk to do, and it does seem to be a very good fireball answer. So this works like Rashid from what I can tell. The heavy one is, like, plus, maybe? That's the impression I was getting. I didn't lab that. Nice Tatsu. I didn't... I whiffed so fast. He can cancel into an overly high version to stay safer. But, oh, lucky. In order to do that, he has to open himself up to reversal buttons. But he could just cancel into like a medium spinning kick thing. I wish I knew the name of that move. I couldn't get a link from that low strong, I think. So instead, I tried to use the plus frames to get another frame trap going. But he blocked the second low strong. Oops.
Round 2. Fight.
XSK Samurai. That is a really good option against fireballs, but if he chooses to absorb, which I think he has to do, I don't know if he can get a combo on me if he doesn't absorb. I think it just leads to the absorb, or like it just makes you plus. I don't know that you actually get like a link that you can like jab. Once he has my move, he can't do that move anymore, the V skill, until he uses my move. So it's only scary. It only does. Look at my health. That barely tickled. And now he can't like absorb my fireballs anymore, or he can't. He like that doesn't work as an anti-fireball. He has other anti-fireballs. What is that on block? Or on hit? +2, like mine. It's looking pretty dire. That was an accident, but guess what? It was an accident that benefited me. That was a view reverse for me, obviously. But he didn't give me. I didn't view reverse the right thing. So I managed to seize victory from the jaws of defeat there. That's how it goes sometimes. Oops, that was still a whiff punish. Fuck Seth. Oh, he had a... Seth... It seems like Seth gets really bad stuff from lights. He gets, like, the light version of his quarter circle forward punch. That was a punish, but I could have done so much better. I hit every button on my fucking pad right there. I was like, fuck, help. It's very sloppy from me. I was in a scenario I'd never been in before. Well, it's a scenario that actually exists everywhere. Most comboable TCs don't cancel. If the combo the fierce is blocked, he can't cancel it to anything except probably trigger. I didn't test trigger, and it's like it's somewhere between -7 and -10. But I don't get. I would have get like a back fierce there, but I don't think I get a link there, unless I actually have time to walk in, which is what I tried to do. I walked in a little bit, and it was still a punish, but I didn't walk in enough to get the link. Installed. He does get Oki there, by the way. That's -4, I think. Or every time I've ever done a stance short after Seth towards Fierce, it's hit. So I'm pretty sure it's a punish, but maybe Seth players are just bad. XSK Samurai is a pretty solid player. I'm trying to play solid myself. EX Fireball would have been so much better there. I went for it, and I got the regular Fireball because of negative edge. I released my hard punch. EXDP. Of course XSK Samurai would EXDP. That's probably -2. I jabbed assuming it would be -2. Neo. Oh, look at that. I thought that move was Fireball Invincible. Maybe it's not Fireball Invincible once he's actually doing the kick. Or maybe it's just not Fireball invincible at all. I don't know the rules. Maybe the EX one is, or something.
Round 2. Fight.
Seth Kid is a lot less annoying to fight in this game. That actually comboed. I wasn't ready for it too. That one I was ready. That one was also out of range, but it was kind of crouching opponent. And counter hit. Oh yeah. Is that a perfect on XSK Samurai? It doesn't matter though because this is fucking day one Seth. I did get a lot of points for that though.
Sakura wins.
And between you guys and myself, the points are why I'm here. Gotta get those numbers. I think I lost 35 when I lost XSK Samurai, and then I got like 160 when I beat him. He doesn't even have that many points. He's got like 36k.
Round 1.
That's honestly not that much.
Fight.
But look how much higher his rank is than mine. Wait, was it right? Or did he have like 360k or something? 36 is Grandmaster? Master is 30. So I'm surprised that Grandmaster's whatever it is, 35 I presume. I'm surprised it's that close. Because that's like the same distance as Diamond from Super Diamond. No, it's actually less. Diamond to Super Diamond is 6,000. Super Diamond to Ultra Diamond is 5,000. And Ultra Diamond to Master is 5,000. Now you're telling me Master to Grandmaster is also 5,000? And then Ultimate Grandmaster and Warlord? That was towards Fierce. I wonder if that looked like a Great Oki. Or was that towards Strong? It's showing me off some stuff. I didn't cancel that back Fierce. I should have into something. But I was timid because EX Tatsu or Hard Tatsu would have whiffed if I got the Crush Counter. And Light Tatsu would have whiffed if I didn't get the if I didn't get the Crush Counter. Well, it would have whiffed either way, but it would have whiffed in a beneficial way if I did get the Crush Counter, and in an ugly way if I didn't. So I just did the back Fierce by itself, but honestly it was bad. Look at how he's playing. Some good shit. Oh, that could have been a combo. If I got that, that was a fucking step in the right direction. That was a punish that I dropped. Pretty sure that's really minus. So I threw that one away. Got me overall, but, you know, I walked away with 100 of his points, so fuck you, XSK. They're mine now. I feel like that's a mistranslation. I don't know what it is. Do people really say slither of potential? I would think like sliver. But he says slither.
Round 1. Fight.
I think that one's plus, but I'm not even sure. And I don't really know the rules of Tondon. There we go. See, I just treated it like it was a punish and it worked. I did that against every Seth I fought so far, which are unfortunately mostly offline. I played a lot of Seth too, actually. You guys will be interested to know. He's pretty fun. She's pretty fun. They. So see, because he did the heavy version to stay plus, he also hit the low strong, but it wasn't a combo. Also, that I think that's plus. I don't know the rules of that either. I never labbed the plus on block of that. If that's plus, that's super good. I think it is, but I'm not actually sure. I could DP some of these, but it's scary. That's -4 if he doesn't do the cancel. And the cancel is a true block string, so you can just react to it. Seth health? What is Seth's HP? 950? It feels like 950. But it could be any number. It could be 975, it could be 925.
Round 2.
Could even be 900.
Fight.
It's definitely better than it was in Ultra, ironically. He had the lowest HP in that game, and now he's a woman, and he has more. Oh, that is a newer body. Having a having a Jury doll body just raises a lot of questions, I find. Because Jury's theoretically an ordinary human, apart from the mechanical eye. So why do they have a fucking doll in her shape? I guess they made it based on her, right? Would be the going assumption. The actual body, I'm not sure if I believe the actual body is Jury shaped. It seems to be Jury inspired. I think in the I think they said outright that it was supposed to be a jury body at some point when they revealed it. That should have been a punish. Or it was a punish, but I should have cancelled the low forward into Tatsu, and I didn't think to. I was thinking about counter hit low Tatsu into link short into trigger Tatsu. Fast timidness wins again. And then I actually had a punish low forward that I was fully not ready for. It actually was a pretty big buff. I thought it would be kind of big. That low forward is 6 frames. But it's nice. It's not just good for having a 3-frame trap that's not shitty. It's just really good in general for being faster. I think short would have been a punish there if I didn't do the micro walk. But I didn't feel comfortable. Still experimenting in this matchup, so is he obviously. He's one of the first Seths I've ever fought. The third, technically. And I'm probably the first Sakura he's ever fought as Seth. Pretty optimal punish. Oh, that fadeaway. That's actually minus like 7. I just do it all the time. People never punish it. Normally the pushback makes it impossible to punish. But in the corner there is no pushback. But I don't actually know the real number. Just waited patiently. It's cool because even if it's plus, he's not really in range to get a mix-up going. So it's just good for chipping people out. Or, catching people unaware. It's not actually broken at all that it's plus, if it is plus. This range, this position, is not great. Could have gotten punished for that. I think that Seth V-Skill 1 is pretty good, but if it was me, I would never pick V-Skill 1 in any matchup, because V-Skill 2 is nutty. The run-stop function is not too bad. I do like that. But what's really crazy is that even from like stand light kick, V-Skill into quarter circle back kick will combo. And that like leads to a juggle. You can just buffer it and everything. You can buffer V-Skill in literally anything, and anytime you see a V-Skill cancel, you can do quarter circle back. You can do V-Skill into quarter circle back kick. And then anytime that works, you can get EX punches, quarter circle forward punches. And that altogether does decent damage and also has like half screen corner carry and builds V-meter. Cool. So what is he? He actually like whiffed that time. He like did the grab. That probably makes it unsafe, I would guess. But from the fact that it whiffed and I was so far out, I was like, what the fuck would I have done there anyway? He blocked into me there, but I just didn't hit him. Half signature. Whiffed stand short until Tatsu. Trigger Tatsu.
Sakura wins.
This is the best time for free points. All these people hopping on to test the new netcode. Blanca. It's Dino. I saw that Brazilian flag and I was a little nervous. But actually it was seamless.
Round 1. Fight.
But who knows, maybe he's not actually Brazilian. I feel like... I have no idea whether Blanca would be a popular character in Brazil. That was a terrible fireball, by the way. He could have just slid that. Blanca's anti-fireball meterless from that far away is really good. If I was closer, it'd be okay. In general, fireballs aren't that great against Blanca, though, I feel. Matchup. Love getting these. I make some critical chokes versus this guy. You'll see them all. I didn't play the matchup super duper well. There's some things I'm good at in this matchup and some things I have very little exposure to. Check one for my 3-frame jab. No dice. Those are good. Can't do it for EX anymore, but I can still do it for the meterless 3. Imagine if I hit him there. It's like I'm trying to lose. You gotta counter hit light Blanca ball. That was nice. He needed that to build the V-meter, I think. No zip at the end would have been okay to keep his Oki. I dashed under it. Oops. And this time I don't. You can react to which way he does it and see like whether it's gonna be. You can react to whether it's an up ball or a blocker ball. And he can't do cross ups off of the blocker ball. He can only do them off the up ball, and he has to do like a late cancel. I don't know what the actual counter is though. I don't know if I meet him mid-air or if I forward dash or what. I don't know what the correct play is. I thought I would lose a hell lot of points if I lost to this guy, but spoiler alert, I do lose at least once to this guy, maybe more. And I didn't lose that much. I lost like 70. On the flip side, he got like 110 from me. So overall, it seemed like a decent thing for both of us. Points were being generated between us. God, it's 5 a.m.
Final round. Fight.
Those are hard to anti-air now. That used to be a meme. That used to you just treat it like a regular ass jump, but now it's so fast. Crouch fiercing it is still possible. It's still reactable to crouch fierce. So you have to do the crouch fierce so early. I fucked that up so many times. What's even worse is he's got another thing he can do, which is the rainbow roll, where crouch fierce is not that good because it's stuff like that. Crouch fierce is like a trap versus rainbow roll. It's bad. Kind of sloppy by me. Ah, I can't believe I didn't hit him. I walked back too far. I fucking just let that happen. This guy does a couple EX up balls during block strings, I think. And he's very smart about it. I could have thrown him so many times. He does do buttons during block strings, but he's timid. He does it late. That was probably the wrong combo. Oops, that was the medium one. That was... I can... Okay, this happens a bunch of times, and I fuck it up every time. Nice hit. If he does light block a ball into down forward zip, that's +2. And I can EXDP that, and he'll probably hit a button because it's +2. But every single time it happened, I EXDP'd in the wrong direction. And so I like get counter hit while I get a crouch jab or something like that. Like every time. I looked down at his little thing there and it said level 100 and I was like, what a clean level. I wonder if that's the cap, and then I glanced at mine and it said level 1035. That's the that's the sum of all your character levels, I guess. My Sakura is my highest level and she's like 50 some. But there's just enough characters in the game that if you add them all up, I guess I've got over 1,000. It's fairly easy to get a character to like level 20 just from doing like trials and like whatever. Story mode. That was a failed late DP. Sloppy by me. Hit him on the ground. Interesting anti-air. I could have gotten beaten by an air normal if he did one. Those are good. Those are good too. Probably a 4th throw would have been better. That was a deliberate overhead, but it was a bad one. That was also deliberate, and he was no longer in danger of being stunned, so it was also kind of bad. I've got such a lead. I'm like not super afraid. Very delayed throw tech by me. Also a very delayed throw tech, I think. Oh, I forgot about that. This gets so hairy so quickly. I miss a DP here. I went for it. And then I went for it there too. But, you know. Just because I dropped that one combo, I had to burn 3 bars, and also I almost died. Just because I did fucking stand strong into nothing. It's a Tatsu. And stand short or whatever. I was just going to kill him. That was pretty bad overall. At least I still won. But that's about the worst thing that can happen. I think I'm paying his normals a lot of respect here. And I'm not paying his anti-airs a lot of respect. If Blanca doesn't have charge, his anti-airs aren't super scary. It's like low strong. Early activate by me, I feel like is okay. I was like dead certain of reversal, but he hasn't done one. That has a lot of invincibility. I like whiff some long active frame attacks in the middle of that later on. How often do you see that anti ODP from Baf? It works. Gotcha. She means EX Fireball is better on block, but worse on hit. Overall, it's probably better.
Sakura wins.
Just because on block is more important generally than on hit. Compared to EX Tatsu, it's plus, I think, 1 instead of minus 2. And on hit, it does like 30 less damage or something. EX Fireball into medium DP compared to EX Tatsu into light DP.
Fight.
It might be like 20 less. Can't believe he just did that. And then I actually got the jab, so I could have shorted, but whatever. Blocked wrong. Platinum players can't block cross-ups. Another overhead. Overheads are usually like minus, they're usually like 0 on hit. So hitting a light normal after eating an overhead is a surprisingly okay idea. It depends on the character though. Like, Colleen has a +1 overhead, and she has a 3-hit normal that most Colleen players will do. So if you eat her overhead, you better not hit a normal. But it depends on the character. Tried to walk under, really bad decision, and now I'm just fucking throwing my whole life away, eating every low. If I was a little bit faster on the uptake, he'd be dead. When you're like watching after the fact, it's like, wow, I had a lot of win opportunities.
Round 2.
I'm normally pretty good against Blanca, but this guy, his gameplay focus was stuff I'm bad at dealing with, which was good. I think I played this guy before in, like, you know, in Road to Master, whatever. Road to Diamond back then, I think. I recognize the name. It's Dino. Whatever his name is, Dino. What fucking nationality would be named Dino? That didn't hit on the way down. I think if it hits on the way up, it's iffy about the way it hits on that way down. Or at least the non-EX one, for sure. If it hits on the way up, it's like won't hit on the way down or something. Look, I whiff punished it, technically. Didn't get anything good. My jump ins have, like, not been punished. So I'm getting a little bit more cheeky. But this is kind of bad, I feel. I could have DP'd that, but it's hard. Got the meter there to kill him and chose not to. Jump jab. I didn't even choose not to. It's more like I was just like, didn't even think about it.
Final round. Fight.
I stronged, but I was too far away. So if I just did short into an uppercut, it probably was better. Or low strong into an uppercut, which is the option I never do, but it's notable because it gives me hard uppercut. So like staying short into medium uppercut does like fucking 30 less than like low strong into, or it's like 50 less than low strong into heavy uppercut. And low strong into heavy uppercut has better Oki. And the only downside is it has a little bit less range, and also it's 2 frames slower. Do not meet Blanca Ball midair. You can meet his regular jumps midair. That is really hard to meet midair. A Rainbow Roll. Rainbow Roll is terrible to meet midair. Ah, imagine if that hit. If I just did short right away, it would have hit him. But I did jab short. And jab short, oh, that's so quick. Jab whiffed on the fucking recovery. I should have DP'd. I should DP here. Should have done several DPs. Just fuck it. Just fuck it. I got a fucking invincible DP. Just fuck it. Should have done it. Should have pulled that trigger.
Blanca wins.
Where does Blanca see? Why is it not going? Okay. I must have been hitting the wrong button, maybe. Look, it's that Laura again. Now, this is 2 days later. 1 day later. 1.5 days later. And I've had lots and lots of time to think about how I want to kick his ass.
Fight.
I come in with a little bit more of a plan this time. Can't believe that worked. Actually hit him there. Even if he does, I'm +2 and I went to a 4-frame normal. So I would hit him on his second frame recovered. So even if he did EX elbow, I got the wrong cancel. Even if he did EX elbow, I'd actually hit him before I could get the armor. If I do something +2 into jab. Got me. He does that a few times. It takes a lot of balls to do that, to be honest. Show's not the super. I did have it. I could have actually shorted there. I got counter head low jab, you see that? Oops. I ate the overhead and I was like, fuck, 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 don't die. So I just mashed super. And he dropped his combo. Well, I mashed DP, but you know. Super came out. That's alright, because I would have needed to cancel the super to kill him there anyway, I think.
That was a bit close.
Round 2.
So really, nothing really different happened. This guy likes the actual... I feel like you shouldn't actually do the cancels until light elbow most of the time. You just lose health if you do these light elbow cancels. Just like the following mix-up. It's mathematically bad for Laura, I think. I don't know, it's because if you get the light elbow, you've got a mathematically advantageous mix-up, so... That jump was a bit cheeky. Yeah, I could have punished that. That one was out of range. I could not have punished that. He didn't punish me, though. Well, Sakura's like -7 or so. You can do stuff to her, I promise. I actually got the fadeaway there. I think I just chuck him a few times. Oh, there. Maybe not. Maybe it's later on. I failed a super. I literally went for super and failed it. That was embarrassing. And then I did dash DP. Instead of doing V-skill, I tried to do dash EX DP for literally no reason. It's like I'm trying to lose this round. That was like 2 critical chokes in a row. The first one I just dropped the super. I almost never do that.
Sakura wins.
How many points am I at now? I've been on, I wouldn't say a winning streak, but you know. I'm on the up and up.
Round 1. Fight.
It is 3 hits at full charge. I thought it was, because it's got 3 levels. I actually hit a short there, probably. I probably hit a short there, too, but I did you need the frame perfect. If you backdash a command grab, you can actually forward jump and get a jump in punish on it. Fun fact. That's how minus command grabs are in this game. Alright, Tatsu. Yeah, actually take the throw. Fucking wizard. Fucking G. Could have cancelled that, didn't trust it. So that range where I'm not 100%. He can't armor anything anymore because of the way armor works. So fireballs are good again, or they're okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Baf, help. Help, help, help. Ah, the overhead. It was not a bad option. I just saw it.
Round 2. Fight.
Even if I get full charge there, only one of the hits VX Fireball will actually connect for whatever reason. So even though she only has 1 hit of armor, she can go through 2-hit EX Fireballs. It's kind of a shame. Or that particular 2-hit EX Fireball. I don't think she can go through my EX Hadouken, for example. Micro Walk, low strong, caught a throw attack of some variety. Perhaps a button press. Look at me. Oh, he threaded that needle. Perfect. Perfect by him. Nisha jump. I got the trigger activates here, so I get a lot of scaling, but you know, with the health the way it is, no harm in cashing out. Never walk enough, do I?
Sakura wins. Round 1.
So I got.
Fight.
I don't know who this guy is, but the way his username is feels like he's someone. That hurt. Grandmaster's kind of a high rank, It's not super high, it's high-ish. But he's like a pretty high Grandmaster. He's like 50,000 or whatever. But he was playing like maybe Sagat's not his main, but he's definitely like a decent player. But he does some kind of wanky stuff. What the fuck? I thought that was a punish, but I saw that it wasn't a punish. Thankfully, it still hit. Also, I kind of like, after I got that, I normally dash EX Tatsu there, but I was like, I'm so close. I can just kill him right, and I just did, I didn't know what to do. I just did instant DP. My strategy versus Sagat is to walk forward and low block. And then if he's being really insistent with the fireballs, I might dare jump in. But usually, in order for him to... Usually he'll let me walk in, because he doesn't want to throw constant fireballs. Because if he does throw constant fireballs, then he is super weak to jump-ins. And then I play my normal game once I'm close enough, once I'm a certain range away from him. That's minus, I think. I didn't get the confirm, but I walked in and got another confirm. That was an accident. That was EX Tatsu. Interesting. Interesting play by this Sagat player. Sagat is very pure. I'm usually decent in pure matchups. It depends on the matchup. But I pretty much know what's going on with Sagat most of the time. Maybe I could have DP'd either of those. Maybe I should have done it. Nice jump. Good punish. It was not a good Tiger Knee.
Sakura wins.
So I got hella points for that. I got like 160 in one go. Love getting matched against the high ranked players. Give me them numbers. Those numbers are so precious to me. 50k.
Round one. Fight.
In order for people to ever be able to get to numbers like those, there's got to be a point where you're just like, it's just the amount played. This guy probably has like a good win-loss rate, but I doubt it's way higher than mine. He didn't feel like way more skilled than me. He found those hits pretty well. He started playing normals better. That was supposed to be sand short, but I got low short. Oops. And then low short doesn't cancel, so I did nothing out of it. That was cool. Whiff punish with towards trigger. Very interesting. It worked. I could have done short there, maybe. I definitely could have done short there. That's -7. That, I have no idea if that was plus or minus based on the range he landed it. I think that goes anywhere from like -3 to +4. I could be making those numbers up. -2 to +4.
Round two. Fight.
Ah, getting kind of poked out of everything. Combo knots for a second there. A bunch of times I jump and he just fails to anti-air. That actually isn't the first time. There'll be a few. Look at that, stay medium kick. I never hit that button. Made a pretty decent case for itself right there. I thought that shit was -4. Ah, I should have attacked coming down. That was bad by me. If I attacked coming down, he would have got messed up. Ah, there it is. I actually got the low confirm. He did like wake up button, wake up crouch jab or something.
Final round.
Thank God.
Fight.
Thank God Baf got a confirm once in his fucking life. Yeah. Could I maybe comboed me? I was kind of far away. That was a punish. The Tiger shot has a lot of recovery. Ugh, negative edge. I wanted that. EX Tatsu's easier. If you do walk forward, low forward EX Fireball, you can get an EX TP and it's scary. Nice. I definitely could have whip punished that. That was a whip punish, I think. opportunities were had. What if I could have DP'd that? And I ran into a fireball with my face. Definitely a lot sloppier. I felt pretty good about the first match I won. But I played a lot more neutral, and I lost in neutral that time. I don't remember how it goes the third one. We'll find out together. A mere 200 points away.
Round one. Fight.
The forward dashing. Forward dashing is really weak to me just hitting buttons. But I'd let him do a lot. Look at that, Stan Pierce. Looking pretty good right there. I want to say that Hartatsu doesn't actually even go through heavy fireball, or a high fireball from Sagat. That was I think he got a fireball when he wanted an uppercut, would be my guess. Sagat has a lot of anti-air invincible DPs. He's got like at least 2 of them. It might be all of them. It's like light plus heavy. Or both anti-air invincible. Or maybe it's medium and heavy. I want to say it's light and heavy. It was only light, and then they like gave it to heavy as well. Oh, how's he placing these so perfectly? That was good enough. My heavies get jumped, I fucking eat a jumping combo. That's a got. Very nice. I like wasn't ready for that because of how long it's been since I fucking had it happen. Me throwing an EX fireball through the opponent's regular fireball. It's not something that happens a lot in this game. Oh, no confirms by Baf. Alright, who needs confirms when you can just do hits and they hit? It's a shame I killed him there because optimal combo would have been pretty cool looking.
Final round.
It was no V-skill until I Tatsu until I DP. The jabs was stronger, technically. Cool whiff. I could see this going either way. Great DP. That was sloppy. I could have catch fierce that jump. But I still got a punish on it. Catching opponent. Looking good for yours truly. I was thinking about up forward if I saw him. That anti-air DP would have been so good. That's what happened. Now he's dead. Anti-air DP on that jump I would have won right there without taking a risk. But because I did a DP when he was on the ground, I bet it all. If he actually blocked that, I could have just died. Like, he's in trigger. I don't have full HP. Like, I got some white health. And I'm at like 40% if you discount that white health. And he had a neutral jump. He had full super, and he was already in trigger, so no trigger activate scaling. If he just did, like, neutral jump hard kick, like, nothing crazy. Let's just say, like, low strong towards plus trigger, level 2 trigger. What? Super. Card DP super. I'd be dead. See how that didn't hit me on the way down? I think he was surprised by that too. But I hit a faster button than he did. Tried to anti-air that. I saw it was the light one. I was like, I can catch fierce this from this range, and then this guy, I realized very quickly that if I let him have his turn, I'm gonna get all fucked up because he's a wild man and I'm not good against that. So it became like I have to not let him do anything. That round was kind of bad. It's alright. That's the download round. Let's have an entire like gameplay shift right now by yours truly. That's +2 and almost no one respects it. If it's never your opponent's turn, that can never mix you up. I used to like bait at times like that, but honestly, if he spends the EX bar, that's like good for me. There's no point in baiting an endgame like that, or like there is a little point, but it's okay to not do it. Jumping on reaction to a Blanca ball, I remember roll is a very bad idea. What do I do there? Catch fierce? Could I have catch fierce that? It felt risky. He can steer that. He does that a few times, and I wisen up to it eventually. Try to meet him midair, never do that. That's like my hardest confirm. I don't think I'll ever get that in a real match. 2 crouch jabs I'm just fully unprepared for. I will never get like a DP cancel there. It's just too hard for my fingers. It's not an executionally demanding cancel. I can do that. The thing is, I need to have the right starting point for my thumb. Which is a huge player weakness. I was +2 there. Look at that whiff punish. Yeah, I thought about that from the last time I fought that other Blanca player. And that time I was ready for it.
Sakura wins.
Oh, I actually broke 20k in that batch. Remember that.
One.
Remember that I broke 20k.
Fight.
You'll be quizzed later. So I was gonna just play until I hit Super Diamond, but you know, I figured I'd just get the run back. Polite thing to do. Continue to play your opponent and then just leave. Not see, I like did an early jump hard kick. I still got counter hit. The hitbox on Rainbow Roll was really good. The walkout was okay there. I don't know if I could have anti-aired him. That's way safer than it used to be. Yeah, this guy's part of the RSF dojo. He probably frequents our Street Fighter. And he frequents our Street Fighter. I tried to DP here and I think I fucked it up. Yeah, I thought he would cross me up and he didn't. See, he just crossed me up like a second ago. It's another one of those it won't kill but I'll win the scramble moments. Sometimes you just gotta fucking put that out there. Sometimes you just gotta win the scramble. I'm usually pretty good in scrambles. There we go. I got him.
Round 2. Fight.
If that was medium Tatsu, that would have been hell optimal. I never do that combo anymore, medium Tatsu. I just have no place for it. It does more damage than any of your other, like, meterless combos, technically speaking. Crouch Race was free there. No link from that far out. Yeah, he always does that sequence. Oh, Blanca doesn't care about his direction when he reversals. I didn't think about that. I definitely had low strong into Tatsu there. I probably had stand strong back fierce into Tatsu. But I got stand short. The damage loss isn't that high, but I'm like leaving 20 damage on the table or whatever. Ah, jab short would have worked there. And jab short would have worked there too. I don't know what the fuck I was supposed to do about that. Gotta lab Blanca at some point, I guess.
Final round.
Did I stay crouch blocking? I mean, he has no overhead. But I think if he does up ball into down towards zip, that'll hit like cross up on crouching opponents, but not standing opponents. But I think what happened there was I got crossed up because I was low blocking and then stood block as he zipped over me. I'm not even sure of that. Could have been worse. Oh, this is the Blanca. The other guy didn't even do like a fucking up ball at all. This guy does tactical up balls at good times. He's actually very smart about it. He's a wild man. He should be playing Blanca. I can just tell from the way he plays. This dude was fucking put on earth to play Blanca. This round is looking hard. Again. I got a jab that could have been short trigger. Trigger Tatsu. Just letting him do stuff. I was still in block stun. He didn't punish me though. But I should have died right there. I chose not to super. I'm like, I'll kill him with my next super, maybe, if I land one. I feel like that was a pretty good play overall, but I died. Super doesn't have good Oki. So, you know, it's like either I get a super knockdown. I kill him in 2 combos no matter what. If I do the super on the first combo, I have no Oki, but if I do a super on the second combo, my Oki doesn't matter. And if I just end my combo into a DP on my first combo, I do get Oki. Or I get some. So I lost against that guy, and even though I won against him and got above 20k, I lost him at below 20k. These things, they happen. That actually worked against my fucking dive kick. I mean my punch. Grab. Grab. Final answer. He makes reads. He did a... I think he thought he had a bar. But he didn't. It was the whole reason I was putting on that pressure. Oops, that was a medium DP. Was because he didn't have a bar. Look at Bogger's face. Good freeze frame. This game is still pretty, honestly. It's very vibrant. I feel like a lot of modern games are not vibrant. Blanca's a particularly vibrant character, you might say. If I hit a button later, I might have hit him. I don't actually know. I don't know if he can dodge. Tried to DP and fucked it up. This guy, whenever it's his turn, he's fucking Jesus. I don't know about that super. I think it was good. I think he should have looked for his next hit into super. And he probably wouldn't have been next hit into super. He probably could just kill me. I chose not to super there. Call me smart, call me dumb. It's up to you. He has no meter. Art. Okay, hand emoji, right there. Skin tone 4.
Wins.
100 emoji as well. That's an A+ jump strong. It's right there, that V-skill jump. Okay, so I barely missed out on 20k beating that guy. I beat him twice and lost to him once, but I just missed out on the points I needed. So now I'm fighting this fucking Chaos Theory EX fellow. And I would like to beat him, so I can get my 20k and leave. Akuma feels... he still feels strong. But man, like, he doesn't feel... for how much he bleeds, he doesn't feel that crazy. I just land, like, literally 3 combos, and I just win. I get 1 combo, another combo to almost stun, and then my fucking final combo just kills him. It's like, wow. And it was all mix-ups. From the first combo onwards, it was like, just guessies.
Round 2. Fight.
It's really that easy to beat Akuma, huh? I got it. I got it. I got it. Ah, light DP. That's unthrowable. I didn't throw. I did a shitty meaty. Interesting play by him. Ah, that's super neat. I wish more Akuma players did that. It's not bad. Akuma players come in all shapes and sizes, I feel. This guy's playing a little bit reserved. But not crazy reserved. He's still like doing jump-ins and stuff. But he's not doing like wild stuff. He does do like random EX demon flips, which I think is good. But mostly he's just like waiting and watching and looking for the confirms. Kind of awkward by him to put himself in the corner, but then I don't block because I didn't even see he was in the corner. Not in time anyway. I think that was a demon setup, and I think I should have died. But I backed through him and he died. I thought about jump out, and I was like, if I see anything that looks like a forward dash or whatever, I'm going to fucking jump and not get demoned. Overhead, I'm going to jump. But then he did something that probably was a demon setup, and I didn't jump. I just backed through because I wasn't expecting it. Oh, I broke it again. Broke 20k. And once again, I did the decent thing and rematched. Fuck your air fireball. I could have made that. Ah, classic. Again, not a great punish. Stand strong is better. Ah, that was too far. If I do that buffer fast enough, that's not even a threat. I won't even get a whiff DP, I'll just get the crush shad. My buffer was just slow. Ow. It's a really bad time to get hit. Got him. Whew. He thankfully did the only demon flip that couldn't, like, really do anything about that. Oh, hitboxes. Normally EX, oops. Normally EX Fireball is... Alright, what happens there? I do that a lot. What happens there is I see that I'm too far away to get the back Fierce link. And so I'm like, oh, better cancel the Fireball instead. And so I do quarter circle forward Fireball, quarter circle forward Light Punch to get the Fireball. But I've already done the DP motion, buffered. So I get a fucking light DP, which is like the worst of all worlds. I'm a bad player. Oh, for whatever, I shifted my block direction. Not expecting that to hit the way it did. Scary. Oops. I thought I would be able to, because I was so close, I thought I'd be able to hit him. I should have forward dashed. Sick punish. Super would have been enough to kill. Should have done it. I remember this. No, I don't. I think he wins. I think he finds it somehow. Scary. Ah, that was it. He whiffed a EX demon flip over my head, and then I tried to hit a button, but I was out of range, and his low strong beat me.
Final round.
Psst.
Fight.
Ah, look at that. Look at that, that was a punish. They made that whiff longer, didn't they? I don't remember. They made the Herproc stay longer, I remember that. What do I do there? I'm not used to blocking that on the way up. Overhead hit me. Oops, this is bad. That's kind of a weird combo to do. That's max damage for one bar. How will Baf sneak his way out of this whole scenario? I got some of my stun meter back. I took some damage, but you know. Uh-oh. Is this still winnable? What do you guys think? Scary. He could have DP'd me with a crosscut there. However, he didn't.
Akuma wins.
If I'm already over his head, he can crosscut during the freeze. If I'm, he can crosscut whenever. He doesn't need to crosscut at all. If I'm already over his head. If I'm not already over his head, he can crosscut during the freeze, and then just hit the punch button once the freeze ends. Or I shouldn't even say crosscut. He can buffer towards me. He can always buffer the DP towards me during the freeze, whichever direction I'm on. And then the button press will just depend on whether I've crossed over or not. Fighting for my life. That was a. There's no throw invincibility anywhere on teleport. I just want him to. I want him to get stunned. Looking hard at this point. He's found all those. I did it. I figured he wouldn't be expecting it. I understand why he did what he did, but I was a bit far away.
Round 2. Fight.
I'm Sakura, you know? I wasn't gonna do any crazy bullshit. I was doing my little thing. He's walking into stuff. Look at this. Finding all kinds of hits. Oh, not that one. Cheeky 3-frame wake up jab. The knockdown. Things are looking very ugly for me. But he kind of let me out, and then he kind of didn't, but, you know. I think this does kill. Barely. And now, I am done with sets, and I'm still sitting above 20k. Which means I'm done playing for the time being. But I did it. I hit Super Diamond. It's kind of unhyped that I hit Super Diamond and then dipped below it and above it and below it and above it a little bit. But technically speaking, I'm now a Super Diamond player. That's a mere 10k more before I'm Master. I don't know if this Road to Master is ever going to actually turn into me playing Master. It's just a for fun thing. I just gave it a name for silliness. But, you know, maybe someday. In the meanwhile, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.